What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of We Happy Few. My name is Splattercat. Very happy to have you here today as we hang out for a little while. I mean, we are a happy few right now. Just a happy few people from the planet of Earth chilling out and playing some video games. Oh my god, there's a dirigible. I don't know why that makes me so happy. I wouldn't ride on a blimp, but I would totally look at blimps and be like, that blimp is the shit. What is... Why are they smacking... Why are they smacking this poor bastard with sticks? Why... Why are you guys being mean to him? Leave him alone. No, I don't support bullying. I don't support bullying with violence. That's how we fix bullying around here. What an English thing to do. What a remarkably English/Canadian thing to do, to apologize after you murder somebody.
Why are we doing this?
I always feel like if I go after somebody and I beat somebody's head in with a stick, they're going down. That's it. Like, no apologies. I'm an easygoing guy, though. I'm an easygoing dude. I'm hard to make angry like that. And so I figured that if it gets to the point where I gotta beat you to death with a club, you've probably crossed a number of lines. What's up with this guy? Did you drink out of a power cell? Oh man, I don't think you should do that. What's going on over here? We have a trigonometry class or something? Looks like it. Apparently people are learning things about trigonometry and what, and over here they're making new space symbols and shit. Cool. Anything in the campfire? Just a rotten onion. Dude, I love braised onions. They're like, God, such good food this weekend. Every weekend, me and my friends have a barbecue where we make ribs. Like, we make like 5 racks of ribs. And we're kind of getting pretty good at it, man. We've been doing this for about, like, I don't know, like 2 months now. Like, every single weekend we do ribs. And every single time we make little modifications to the recipe based on... We're getting pretty good at this, man. We're getting pretty good at this rib recipe. I'm not going to lie. It's getting pretty dank. Although my buddy is like the roast master, you feel me? His dad learned to make ribs from some guy who's like the world champion rib maker. He charges like $2,600 for like a 2-week class basically to like teach you how to make like rib rubs and stuff like that. And apparently his dad did that, and so he knows how to make like the crazy rib rubs that the pros use and stuff like that. And then we've got like the grill and we've got like the barbecue setup and everything like that, and we know how to make ribs to begin with. And so anyways, I've come to the conclusion that it's impossible for 3 grown-ass men with relevant life experience to not know how to make good ribs. If you've never had good ribs before, swing on through. I'll make it happen. I'll make you some ribs right now that'll make you want to cry. So tender they fall off the bone, you pick them up and they just want to stay on the plate. That's the type of ribs that we do when we're cooking out there. What's up with this crazy like haunted mansion Disney looking place? I'm sorry, what is up with this location that appears as though it has been occupied by apparitions? I don't want to get sued by Disney. I can't call it the haunted mansion. I've got to call it the occupied by apparitions mansion. What's that called? Gardner House. I think it wants me to take joy. I don't know if I have any, though. Do I even have any joy? I have Nexamide in huge quantities. I've got...
I wonder if my parents would be proud of me.
DSM.
Or would they be terribly stern?
I do have joy.
Well, life for noise. Papa joy.
Apparently that's all that it took. It still looks pretty haunted, though. I'm on joy pills, but it still seems to be pretty haunted. Oh, apparently my joy pill fell off automatically when I came through here. Alright. Why do they got like a drawing of a chicken leg on the wall? Like, this is the wing of glory. We all serve the wing. For the great wing we take flight. Apparently I'm sleepy now, too, so that's good. There's a kettle with nothing inside of it. Is there anything inside the kettles, though? It seems like an unlikely play. In case of emergency, break for awesome pan. Wonder if that's actually a weapon that I can have. Ephemeral linen. Find an ephemeral linen. Oh yeah, was that the quest for the crazy guy? Apparently we have ephemeral linen now, so that's cool. Normally we find nothing but effeminate linens, so the ephemeral will have to work. I'm not really sure what we're doing. Oh my god, there's so much of it. Does it do anything? Ephemeral linen just looks like camouflage to me. Some charcoal in there. Did I run out of lockpicks? I always run out of lockpicks. Let's go ahead and eat some currants. There it is. And then we will drink a bit of water. Just to top that up a little bit. I will remind you that we still have yet to have found like a water source or anything that would help us out in that regard. So that's a little bit concerning. I'm going to throw those out real fast. And then in my crafting menu here, I need to make some lockpicks. I don't think I have any left. And so if we're going to get inside some of these clandestine places we're not supposed to be in, it's going to take me a little bit of effort here. Wow, this house is really big. This house is like enormous. I don't know if she's mean or not. Are you mean? What? She just used magic to teleport me? So gangster. So I suppose welcome to my life as a failure. I didn't realize we were supposed to infiltrate without being seen. I saw a ghostly lady, and I was like, sure, let's go talk to her. She seems nice enough. What's the worst that could happen? The worst that could happen is that she teleported me out of the building with a whole bunch of ghost mist. Alright, that's cool. Ghost mist, understandable. Apparently she has the powers of ghost mist. You're getting on my nerves. You better walk away. You better back up before you get smacked up, son. Put some tracks up before you get clacked up. Some bad things gonna happen to you. Been hanging out in this neighborhood too much. People make me all salty and grumpy just like them. We need to find a water tap like right now. Our continued issue with this game has been that we need water taps like every 4 seconds. Because our character gets thirsty a lot. He is like always thirsty. So, not having access to one. Is this where I came in from? Okay, so this is where I came in from. I say we dip back down this road and we just have a look around. We've got to find a spigot around here somewhere. Spigot, where are you? Spigot definitely sounds like an insult. Doesn't that sound like a word that would be an insult? Like, forget that guy. He's a spigot. You know, like, it does. It sounds like a word that you would use as an insult to other human beings. I need a clever trap tool, apparently, to cut a rope. That's fine, whatever. I'll worry about it later. Oh my god. The sun's coming up. They told me it would come up tomorrow. Little orphan Annie and all of her friends, but I didn't believe. Liebchen. Liebe Marta, I must write to you even if I no longer know if you are alive or if I am. We live in a world in absurdity. The most absurd is that we are apart. I wish I had not been a coward, and I had joined you on the last train. It seems I am one coward after another. I don't even know what you loved in me. I wish to God we will meet in the afterlife, and until then, my sweet dove, I am ever your love. Do you see my son? Is he well? Why am I asking? No one can send this letter to Germany. Nice glasses. Nope, not at all. I was just complimenting your glasses because I like them. And I don't know, maybe one day I'll contemplate stealing them and beating you with a pipe until I have them. Some cloth in there. Rotten apple inside of there. You know what they say about an apple spoiling the whole bunch and all that stuff. You know, I'm beginning to be concerned that there is no water spout over here. I don't mean to cry itsy bitsy spider here, but if we can't find ourselves a water spout, we may have issues. I thought there was one next to every single one of the
Back off, you.
You know there's a letter K in that word, right? Back off. Well, I was going to give you an apple, but forget you now. So the Ravensholm Bridge is over here.
This would be so much easier after a little rest.
That's fine. You can't go to sleep, though, because then you'll be dehydrated and you'll die. So, unfortunately, you're forcing me to force you to be awake. I'm not doing this because I'm a cruel man. I'm doing this because it becomes necessary. We need agua. Otherwise, we ain't going to make it. Duct tape, metal bits, don't need the pill bottle, shredded raincoat, power cell, maybe not. Oh, wow, there's like a bluff on this edge of town. It's kind of interesting. The altar of the yam has been added to your journal. Come back at night. Is that what that is? It's called the altar of the yam? Okay, I don't particularly like yams or sweet potatoes. So unfortunately, we're going to have to take a hiatus on that one and just be like, it is what it is. Man, how come there's no water pipes around? Game needs more water pipes. There's one. We found it. Hooray. Ask and ye shall receive. I'm going to drink from the water pump until I feel good. Then we're going to fill as many containers from the pump as we can. And then once we've accomplished that, we're going to take a look and memorize where this is at.
I still hear them screaming, you know.
Feed me hot.
Here, I want you to have this.
Really? You're a saint.
Well, I do my best. Man with rope for belt. Now go away. I want to break into this thing over here. You didn't think I just did that for free, did you? No. There was an ulterior motive. There's always an ulterior motive. I am what I am. I am what I was made to be. And I'm constantly looking for the hookup, looking for the profit. I ain't gonna give you my water. You can bounce on out. I just gave away one of my apples. I don't even know you folks like that. I'm trying not to be a villain up on this map because so far, every map that I've been on, I've murdered like half the population. And I'm really trying not to fall back into my old evil ways. But if you make me, I'll do it. If you make me, I will do it. Honestly, if you made me, I'd be impressed with your engineering prowess too. Let's go ahead and we're going to sleep forever.
To sleep, perchance to dream.
Not bad. That'll work. And then we'll drink some water, we'll eat some food, and then we'll go back to the spigot and we'll get everything all nice and refilled. Yeah, usually there's one right here, but it looks like we don't get access to that because the universe is a cold and lonely and saddening place. So we've got the constable's key card. We haven't checked and seen what's along this way or to the east yet either. But let me go get some water first. I do think that sprinting is actually the main reason why I'm constantly thirsty and why I'm always hungry. I do think that's what causes it. Maybe recharging the stamina meter is what makes that occur. I don't know. Either way, we'll have to come up with a solution here. I got to break into this phone box and get some money too. Get ourselves some cash.
Ugh. Sorry.
Man, they ran this guy through a tree branch.
We ought to ask it how it wishes to be used. You can hear its thoughts if you quiet your mind. At least I can.
I think we should all eat it. Just cut it up into tiny bits and eat it. Hey, even a tiny little squidge of yam would heal us.
I feel like these people are going to do bad things to me if they see me, but I really want to infiltrate their church and take everything that's theirs. It looks like they're leaving. And the sun's about to come up anyway, so I doubt it's really going to matter. The door won't seem to open. Huh? Yeah, it's possible that it won't let me start the quest this close to daybreak, because at 7 a.m. the sun comes up. So that's my assumption, is that there's stuff going on the hill, but we got to get here actually like in the middle of the night in order to make use of it. Let's go ahead and eat this moldy bread. Why not? We've got Nexamide, so we can fix that. All fixed up. Did I break into that phone box? I can't remember. I don't think I did. Ah, well. Anybody need some booby straps? Anybody need a bra? Just throwing it out there. Free bras hanging in midair. Normally charge a lot of money for that stuff when you go to, like, I don't know, Victoria's Secret or whatever. Get it for free right now. The rules of the Garden District. Don't steal. We have little enough as is. You're welcome to visit, but do be sociable and have a chat. There's a nice fellow. You're welcome to a spare bed if you can find one. It's exhausting, isn't it? You can eat any fruit you find except the fruit of the apple tree. The bobbies will kill you. Yes, we remember. You don't have to bloody remember us. Or remind us. The president is awful enough as is. I am thy Lord God. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time. Tune in tomorrow. Ooh, free coin. Are there any more free coins up here? I'm not trying to be greedy, but ooh, yes, there's one right there.
Hollow men. We are the stuffed men.
Mum, Dad, I've come home. Well, don't you worry, dear.
Man, Joy seems to have done a number on like half of these people. They're all hallucinating out and living other lives and talking to, you know, goo-goo birds and all kinds of shit. Kind of feel guilty for them, but I mean, honestly, they're all pipe fodder if they get in my way, so I try not to get too emotionally invested in their suffering. It just makes it easier, okay? It just makes it easier to be the monster that I am. It's kind of weird, because you sort of have to hit, like, every single street. Ugh. See, they put a long enough delay in that I start to get excited, and then they just ruin it. It's like, you put that delay right there, I'm like, oh, right now? You know, like, you know, I could go, sure, why not?
We don't want
It's kind of like an Oreo. You could always go for an Oreo. I mean, yeah, nobody ever turns down an Oreo. Who is this guy who has lived such an amazing, wonderful, blessed life that he can just turn down Oreos, you know what I mean? So when you delay like that, it makes me feel like there's something to get my hopes up about. I say we go eastward. That's my vote. I say we go, I'm sorry, southward.
I just want them to stop.
Yeah, I say we go southward. It seems like it's probably going to be the best option for right now. We've got full supplies. Everything's looking pretty good. I would maybe suggest that we go get a few more apples so that we have a bit more food on us. We do have some food. Like, we don't have a lot, though. I mean, I've got some things hanging around. I've got some cannibal meat. I've got some jerky. So we'll make it, and I've got potatoes and stuff, too. So we'll swing by. I don't think we need, like, a ridiculous quantity of food, but it might be a good idea.
Hollow men. We are the stuffed men. Why?
That seems to be a recurring motif out here. Everybody thinks they're stuffed and hollow.
You're crowding me.
See, now we find all the water pumps. It's always when you're desperate and you can't find a water pump that you start getting all panicky and wondering if you're going to be thirsty to death. Being thirsty to death I don't think would be very fun. Being thirsty to death seems like it would be a bad way to go. Yes. I forgot to break the phone box.
It's not a lovely day at all.
I don't think you guys. Oh no, she's got a rock. Hold on. Let's duck around the back of a building. I do want some Gilead petals because I'm all out of healing items. I was busy getting my ass whooped by the police and oh man, they're pretty good at running me down. It looks like we're just gonna have to make a go for it. Run for it. I will point out that if we can't get in here, I am cornered. So that's a fun issue. Oh, it looks like maybe I can't go this way.
Back off you.
Okay. Well, if I can't go that way, and this was the Ravensholmes Bridge, that being the case, it looks like I have to go back into town, and we'll have to cut east, and that'll be the best way for us to get it done. So I'm going to head back over there. I'll bring you guys back into the episode once I arrive. All right, everybody, so we're back in town right now. I figure we'll head on down south, and we'll head back into Wellington Wells. It'll more than likely be an interesting little trip, but there's not really much that I can do about that. Unfortunately, I got the plague again on my way through the bottom of the bridge. So I went ahead and I murdered everybody on the bridge just so I didn't have to worry about it anymore, because it's costly. Every time I get the plague down under the bridge, it costs me 2 of my water canteens permanently. Like, I never get those back. And so anyways, I killed them all off so that we don't have to worry about it anymore. All the plague people have now been beaten to death. Hooray. Such is life, I suppose, when you're in a dystopian hell like Wellington Wells. I'm going to break this open, too, because we can never have enough cash. $7 more puts us at $65. And so the goal in coming back to this area was indeed to break into phone boxes as much as possible and see if we could make a little bit of scratch that way. If it allows me, I was going to say, I'll do it more than once if it'll allow me to do so, but I have my sincerest doubts that it'll allow me to do that. Back into Wellington Wells we go. Find an alternate route. We tried to go around this way and see if there was any way for us to get anything done, but it didn't go down like that, unfortunately. It just didn't go down like that. Somebody trying to fight me right now? I can never tell. I've got an officer's card, so we should be able... Well, I've got a constable key card, don't I? Is that the one? Or is that like a different card? Apparently we need a constable key card. Okay, so they are two different distinct things. Either that or, once again, it's a thing that hasn't been implemented yet. I'm gonna make some healing bombs while we're here.
Well, if it's you, then just excuse yourself and take your joy right away. You'll be as right as rain in no time. But
Joy pill.
Just a bit more and I won't have any worries.
Alright, we'll throw our good suit on real fast so that we're looking all nice and spiffy. All nice and pressed. So that nobody will worry about the way that we're dressing. We're on our joy. Everything's happy. Surely no one will bother us, right?
All right. Lovely day, isn't it?
Alright. So having a look around. James Maxwell needed a valve, which meant that I needed to buy one from over here, but I can't recall what the valve was going to cost me. The door does not appear to be working so well. Huh. Alright, well that's kind of special. I suppose I'll deal with that later. Let's see.
Oh, hello, love.
Hey!
Come stomp in the puddle with me. Oh, that's exactly what I needed. I promised to teach you the secret, didn't I? Well, listen to this. You make the hole first, then you put the needle through. You got that, dearie? Gloves, boots, another raincoat. You can make anything rubbery that way.
Why are you still playing in it, though? I thought the goal here was to get you out of it and make you stop doing that. Good lord. Alright, well. Hey, joy pill in the waste bin. There's a dead guy in the rubbish bin. Hooray! Apparently that's what we do with downers. We throw them in the trash. I'm in a pretty good mood right now. Feeling pretty good about this. I don't know, something about today just feels right. Maybe it's the rampant drug use, I don't know. It's enough to make anybody a little bit happier. But we're out of time for the day. I will see you all later. This is We Happy Few. That's like a quadruple, triple rainbow right there. So enjoy that, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Bye, everybody.